Hey y'all, it's your girl J Slay and I'm back with another video. Today I'll be using this Cuban Twist hair double strand and Freetress Waterwave to create some long butterfly locks that are messy and distressed. I went ahead and had my mom plait my hair because, ooh child, I was tired, honey. And she did a great job, so thank you. Shout out to my mom for plaiting my hair. And today I'll be using some carrot aloe oil and vitamin E oil, Blue Magic coconut oil, and sulfur 8 medicated light formula to just, make sure that my hair is nice and greased, honey. You gotta grease that scalp. So let's get started. So I'm gonna take my crochet needle, go through the middle of the plait, and I'm gonna take a strand of that Cuban twist hair and pull it through the loop. All right, now I'm only gonna leave out a little bit of that Cuban twist on the other side. I'm not gonna pull it all the way down because I don't want my locks to be super thick. Now you can double them up if you want, but I prefer mine to be a little smaller. So I'm gonna take that Freetress hair and just pull it apart and then just comb it through with my fingers to kind of stretch out that hair. And you're gonna take that crochet needle, stick it back through the middle of the plait, and then pull your Freetress Waterwave hair through and go ahead and close that loop. And you're gonna pull that through to the other side. Now again, with the Freetress hair as well, I'm not going to pull it all the way down. I'm gonna leave just a little bit on the other side. Now you're gonna take that plait, the Freetress hair, as well as the Cuban twist hair, and then take the longer part of the Cuban twist hair and grab it all together. All right, so you're gonna take that other side of the Freetress Waterwave and wrap it around your base about 2 to 3 times. You wanna cover up that base, guys. So that's what I'm doing here. And don't be afraid to push it down with your finger just to make sure it's covering the base. After you wrap it about 2 to 3 times, then you can go ahead and wrap down in a spiral motion down the Cuban twist hair. Now you want to make sure that you don't create any gaps, so you want to kind of fan out that hair while you're wrapping. Now once you wrap about 2 to 3 times, that's when I start to create the little loops that create the butterfly distress look. So you just take your fingernail and take some of that Freetress hair and wrap it around, and then you're gonna take that Freetress hair and wrap it around the top of the loop about twice. Now after you do it about 2 times, you're gonna release your finger from that loop like I just did here and wrap underneath it and continue to spiral down. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a couple of times here. So I'm gonna wrap down, take my finger in between the Freetress hair, create a loop, wrap around the twice. I said wrap around the twice, child. Wrap around the top twice. And then release the loop from your finger and wrap it underneath the loop and continue to spiral down. Okay, you just continue to do the same thing. Now you can create as many loops as you want to. It all depends on the style and how messy and how butterfly-ish you want it to look. Now listen, child, to be honest, all these different butterfly, princess locks, distress locks, they all honestly start to look the same after a while. So child, I'm just going with the flow, and they calling it a butterfly lock now, so child, that's what we gonna call it. All right, so eventually you will run out of hair. So what I'm doing is just stretching out another strand of Freetress Waterwave. Go ahead and split it apart down the middle, finger comb it, and just stretch that out. You see how I have about maybe 2.5 inches of hair hanging. I'm gonna go about 1 inch above from where I stopped and keep that 2 inches hanging, and then just wrap around those 2 inches of Freetress that's hanging. Now continue to wrap down. It's all the same thing, guys. Continue to wrap down, make as many loops as you want. Take the Freetress, put it through your fingernail, wrap around the top twice, pull your finger through the loop and wrap underneath the loop, and continue going. Okay, so what I'm just showing you how that looks right now And I'm gonna just speed this up because it's all repetitive, child. And I know y'all sick of me. Sick of me talking. Just say it. I know. All right, so I've gotten to the point where I gotta stand up and show y'all because these locks are long. I did use, I believe, a 24-inch Cuban twist, and so these are gonna fall on my middle back area. So it just depends on how tall you are. I'm about 5'5.5", somewhere in there, you know. So I'm just stretching that Freetress hair out again. And y'all, I'm just gonna leave about 2 inches of the Freetress out on the other side, leave it hanging, and I'm gonna wrap around those 2 inches of Freetress that is hanging and continue to spiral twist down. Okay, now around this point, when you get to the lower part of your lock, you do want to pull around some of the other back locks to kind of just see where that hair should fall, because you don't want to have your hair links all over the place. All right, so I'm getting ready to size it up, and oh, they so pretty, y'all. So what I'm gonna end up doing is just take the spiral motion up in order to lock and seal the lock. Now, I know some people use the nail glue to lock it, but if you just take the Waterwave hair and just go upward, you see my finger pointing up, you're gonna take that spiral up now. And the hair that I have in my hand that's wrapping around is too long. So what I'm gonna end up doing is just keep spiraling it up, and I'm gonna take some scissors and just cut some of that Freetress hair at an angle, as you can see me doing here. Cut it at an angle to where it's not all gonna be even when you cut it. You leave some longer strands out. So you're gonna wrap all that up so you can end your lock. Now when you wrap it upward, continue to go to its end, and you're just gonna rub it, rub it, okay? And there you go, child. Ain't no nail glue. Now you can use it if you want to, if you feel more secure, but once you're done, you're gonna rub it, and you're just gonna cut the end like I just did. I cut off the rest of that Cuban twist hair at the end of the hair, and child, it stays perfectly fine. I have one more left, y'all, and I know I told y'all in my other video I work, so I have to do this in my spare time. And child, I was so happy to be done. I was so happy to be done. So same thing here, y'all. Take the Cuban twist hair and take the Freetress hair, pull it through on the other side. Like I said, if you want a thicker lock, you're gonna go ahead and even up the Cuban twist when you pull it through on the other side. But I just decided to pull it through just a little bit because I don't want mine super thick. We're gonna cover the base. That's what I'm doing right now, covering that base. Pushing it down with my finger just to make sure it's covered. And then once you do that, you're just gonna continue to wrap down, create loops. Like I've shown you earlier in the video. You'll eventually just get to the end, and y'all, I promise you, the more you do, the faster you get at it. And y'all, this is actually my first time doing this. A lot of these videos where I'm doing like crochet braids or anything like that, or distress crochet locks or something like that, like I've done in my previous other 2 videos, that was my first time doing that. Y'all, I will see a style and be like, okay, I'm gonna try that, and it ends up turning out really good. So don't be afraid to try, even if it is your first time, because baby, this, I promise y'all, I don't know what I be doing. I'm a visual learner. So if I can look at somebody else's style and kind of grasp the concept of what they did, I'll go ahead and give it a try. You know what I'm saying? So please don't be afraid to try. I just decided to record myself doing this to show y'all that, hey, even if you haven't done this for a long time, you can do it for the first time around and get it. And look how this turned out, you know? So what you're gonna see here, after I finish wrapping, I'm gonna notice that I left a little gap. So I'm just gonna push some of that Freetress up instead of wrapping more around it. And there you go. That is the end result. Pictures, pictures, pictures. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video right here with a few birds. Hey y'all, so I am done with my hair. I have done a wardrobe change. It is the next day, but I did want to come and wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you would like for me to do another video more in depth, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is your girl J Slay, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.